Travis Kelce was completely taken aback by Taylor Swift's unexpected turn. Travis Kelce was unaware of what was about to happen. After a fierce playoff victory, he was sitting in his Kansas City home feeling both happy and exhausted. His phone was always buzzing. His famous girlfriend Taylor Swift, along with texts from teammates and family, has a surprise for you, sweetie. At 8, be prepared. After reading Taylor's message, Travis shook his head and laughed. He sensed something different this time, the excitement and secrecy, even though Taylor always had something up her sleeve. It seemed large. He debated calling his brother Jason for hints for the next few hours, but he knew better. He loved every moment of it, and Taylor was the queen of surprises. A black SUV pulled up outside his house at precisely 8 p.m. A driver wearing a mask gave him a brief note that read, "Trust me, Travis." Knowing there was no going back, he grinned and climbed in. When the car finally came to a stop, the drive seemed to go on forever, but something was off. He instantly recognized the location as Arrowhead Stadium. As he stepped onto the field, his mouth dropped. The stadium, which is normally crowded with fans and floodlights, was eerily quiet. Soft golden lights illuminated the entrance, and the air carried a familiar melody. With her microphone in hand and surrounded by 1,000 tiny fairy lights, Taylor stood at the 50-yard line. A huge LED screen behind her showed a montage of their journey together, including glimpses of their first public appearance, private moments, giggles, and even some of his game-winning touchdowns. She then began to sing, not one of her hits from the top of the charts, nor a song that had ever been heard before. For him only, this was something new, asterisk, "You were my overtime play and my Sunday night touchdown. You led the way for me when everything seemed to be a blur." Travis's heart stopped. She had composed a song specifically for him and them, and this was real. The stadium erupted as she finished, not with spectators but with their closest friends and relatives who had been surreptitiously observing from the stands. Jason, Kylie, his parents, her parents, and even Patrick Mahomes were standing there applauding. Surprised that he was unable to speak, Taylor approached him with a smile. Throughout his career, he had been hit hard, but nothing had ever left him feeling so exhausted. This is Taylor. He found it difficult to find the right words to express his love for you. She put her hand in his and whispered. For the first time in his life, Travis Kelce didn't care about the next game, the next win, or the next play because this moment, this was the greatest victory of all. He blinked back tears and did what felt right, kissing her right there on the 50-yard line as the world around them vanished. The final surprise for Travis Kelce, the Chiefs were preparing for a pivotal game against their rivals on a cool Friday night in Kansas City. Although there was a lot of excitement in the air, Travis Kelce, the Kansas City Chiefs' star tight end, had his thoughts elsewhere. Despite his concentration on the game, he had a slight, lingering sense that something in his life was about to change. A text message from an unknown number buzzed through his phone that night. Asterisk, "Meet me at the rooftop of the Kansas City hotel after the game. Love, I have a surprise in store for you." Travis had been dating Taylor Swift for a few months, but their relationship had remained largely low-key, and his heart skipped a beat. Despite the fact that his football life and her career frequently overshadowed their interactions, he was aware of Taylor's talent for dramatic surprises. When the Chief managed to secure Nero, he couldn't help but smile at the mystery. Triumph Travis rushed through the locker room, trying to concentrate but being distracted by the prospect of Taylor's surprise. The gentle hum of music from the rooftop bar filled the air as he entered the lobby of the Kansas City hotel, piqued his interest even more. Travis was greeted by a surprising sight as he entered the rooftop. The space was flooded with golden light, which gave the city below a romantic glow. However, what truly astounded Travis was seeing Taylor standing by a grand piano while wearing a gorgeous floor-length emerald green gown. Her smile brightened the whole room, and her hair was styled in gentle waves. "Taylor," Travis said, his voice tinged with disbelief as he walked toward her. "Why all this? You look fantastic." Taylor laughed, her eyes glimmering with anticipation. "I told you I had a surprise, didn't I?" She pointed to the piano as he got closer. "For you? I've been working on something. I wanted to do something unique for the two of us." Travis, intrigued but still uncertain of what was going to happen, arched an eyebrow as he observed Taylor sitting at the piano, her fingers moving across the keys in a gentle, eerie melody. He instantly recognized the melody that filled the air. It was a brand new song that she had been hinting at on social media but hadn't yet released. "This one's for you." Travis, as she started to sing, her voice was hardly audible above a whisper. The lyrics were lovely, honest, and intimate. They talked about their relationship's intricacies, love, and vulnerability, as well as how they had managed to meet public expectations and carve out their own peaceful moments. The impact of her words hit Travis like a wave, leaving him completely stunned and motionless. The song was more than simply about their relationship. It was an anthem of support that acknowledged the difficulties in both of their worlds, while also honoring their shared bond in spite of everything. With her eyes glimmering with unshed tears, Taylor looked up at Travis as she reached the last notes and teased him. "What do you think?" For an instant, Travis was unable to speak. His heart was pounding, and he had never felt so moved and profoundly understood. He took a few steps across the room and knelt down in front of her. "That was unbelievable, Taylor," he muttered. "I'm just in complete awe of you." I can't even find the right words to laugh. Taylor, obviously moved by his response, wiped away a tear. "I just wanted to let you know how much you mean to me, and to let you know that we have each other no matter what." Travis got to his feet and drew her into a tight hug. "You will always have me." No spotlight or football game could ever take away the intimacy they had discovered in each other as they stood there wrapped in each other's arms. Even though the city lights flickered in the distance, nothing felt brighter than that moment they shared on that rooftop. Travis understood that a new chapter was about to begin. As long as they faced them together, he was prepared for all of the surprises and unexpected moments. Travis Kelce was completely taken aback by Taylor Swift's unexpected turn. Between dominating on the football field, rumors circulating about his relationship with Taylor Swift, the world's pop princess, and the barrage of media attention, Travis Kelce was having the most bizarre year of his life. Though nothing could have prepared him for what transpired that day, it seemed like every day was a new chapter in a story he could never have imagined. Taylor invited him to an apparently informal dinner at her apartment in New York on a cold Thursday night. Assuming it would be another night of leisure and a respite from the never-ending paparazzi hush, Travis, in his typically lighthearted mood, joked that he was going to bring the vibes. He arrived red-faced, unaware that Taylor had prepared something that would catch him completely off guard. Taylor led him to the dining area after greeting him with her trademark beaming smile. The atmosphere was different even though the table was set for two. There was a tense vibe in the air, not just from the warm candles flickering on the table or the soft lighting. "Travis," her voice was a little quieter than usual as she said, "I wanted to show you something." Taylor approached a side table with a big, elaborate box on it. She carefully opened it to reveal a frame, which Travis initially found difficult to comprehend. It was not just any jersey, though. It was a custom piece. Taylor's name was stitched into the fabric in bold letters, along with her lucky number, 13, to adorn this one. In complete shock, Travis blinked. "Hold on, Is that? His mouth stammered. "You're a fan, a gop?" Taylor laughed quietly, but there was a gleam in her eye as though she had been anticipating this moment. "Of course I'm a fan, but I also believe it's time for me to improve." Before Travis could react, she went to the front door and opened it, revealing a brand new personalized football with his number 87 engraved on it and the words, "From your biggest fan thing even better." "All right, you're really making this fan thing even better." Taylor Travis claimed that although he was still getting used to the gift, the real surprise arrived next. Taylor abruptly took out her phone and played a montage of a video that she had surreptitiously recorded while watching his games. The most amazing thing was that she had been following him not only as a football fan, but also as someone who had greatly admired his perseverance and development over the years. There were quick clips of her reactions when he scored, cheers when he made an incredible play, as well as moments of her pacing in nervous anticipation during the most intense games. She looked at him earnestly and admitted, "I've been watching every single one of your games, and I just wanted to show you that you're more than just a player to me. You're someone I deeply respect." Travis experienced a profound sense of connection with Taylor for the first time in a long time. He had anticipated many surprises from Taylor, but he had never anticipated this degree of care and attention to detail. He looked at her incredulously, still processing the shock, and couldn't help but laugh. "You're amazing." With a gentle smile, Taylor spoke. "You are aware that I enjoy surprising you, and I believe this is just the beginning." Travis couldn't express how grateful he was, how shocked he was, and how overwhelmed he felt with admiration. He had believed that he was the one who surprised them all, but Taylor had changed the dynamic tonight. As the evening went on, they exchanged tales, giggled, and experienced many dreamlike moments. One thing Travis was certain of was that this was no typical relationship. When he left Taylor Swift's apartment that evening, he knew the surprises were far from over because she had really blown him away. Holding the personalized football in his hands, he came to the realization that although life can sometimes surprise you in unexpected ways, when someone like Taylor Swift delivers one, it's enough to leave you completely speechless.